As much as we all like to rip on men, this is time to take some accountability.
Why do we want women to be insecure? It's very simple. Have you seen a woman who knows her worth? She is very inconvenient.
Here we go again.
She has high standards. She doesn't buy things to fix herself, and she won't let you project your traumas onto her because she doesn't fear being alone. It's a lot of work to keep up with a woman like that if you haven't healed. And since society is still operating from a very low standard, we prefer women to be functions, not humans. We want them to be insecure.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Look at the shelves of any store, and you will see products continually teaching women that she's never enough, that something's constantly wrong with her smell, with her hair, with her body, with her humanity. They're going to tell you that the clock is ticking, that you're going to spoil like rotten milk. Most of girls start hearing things like this before they're even 8 years old, and a woman who's had enough of it will be always winning the emotional battles. She will be fiercely protecting herself from all of this nonsense. And thank God women are waking up and stepping into their strength, because nothing will ever change for our daughters or the next generation if we don't leave our insecurities behind.
At least she's trying to uplift women without throwing men under the bus. It's refreshing. But what stood out for me was her saying the world wants women to be insecure. No, that's not it. The world wants women to be realistic. Dying alone is not a flex. Having super high standards and being an inconvenient woman, as she said, will lead you in that direction. Time is ticking, and that goes for everyone, but especially for women. Don't waste your youth, beauty, or fertility. Your window is small. Don't be afraid to take that leap. Let's take a look at the comment section. This is exactly why so many men prefer young women. Older women know their worth. They want women who don't. No, it's not about younger women not knowing their worth. It's mainly because younger women look better than older women, and they're easier to deal with. If knowing your worth is having super high standards and being an inconvenient woman, we'll pass. I'm an inconvenient woman. As a divorce lawyer, I notice when women get to 40, they wake up and step into their strength. This often causes marriages to break down. So by stepping into your strength, it causes marriages to break down. Wouldn't you see that as a bad thing and something that you would warn against? And what is this whole inconvenient woman thing? Why don't you strive to be a convenient woman? What if a man walked around saying, I'm an inconvenient man? Doesn't that sound dumb to you? They hate to see a secure woman coming. And when you say secure, are you trying to say an inconvenient woman coming? Because yes, we hate to see an inconvenient woman coming our way, because for one, you're definitely not bringing peace and cooperation. So we're good. On to the next.
This message is just for the ladies. If you're a guy, just keep scrolling.
Okay.
Do not get married. Do not. If you want partnership, that's fine. If you want to be in a commitment, that is fine. If you want to have children, that's fantastic. Do not get married. It's a trap. All of it's a trap. It is byproduct of a little boy who never had to work for his mother's affection, and therefore he grows up believing that he is deserving of everything that you try to give him in order to get a little bit of that validation back that he gave you in the beginning of the courting phase or the dating phase.
Huh?
Yeah, it never lasts. Do not get married. If you want a diamond ring, ladies, go and buy one for yourself. Your time here on earth is intended for you to channel and to connect to higher consciousness through your divine feminine presence.
You serious?
If you get married, then you end up having all of that attention diverted into taking care of other people aside from yourself. That's the intention behind it, is to get you to not understand and remember why you came into this earth as a divine, superior, feminine being. Patriarchy is dying. The ladies are waking up.
Sometimes age doesn't bring wisdom. It can bring baggage and misery. Her craziness was confirmed when she said, "You can have kids, but don't get married because you won't be able to tap into your divine feminine energy." What's the meaning of this divine feminine energy? Well, according to Google, the energy is nurturing, emotionally wise, and a collaboratory spirit. It also mentions the energy can be cultivated and balanced with the divine masculine. In other words, divine feminine is not about hating men and being selfish. It's about being in nature, not out of it. Let's take a look at the comment section. Been married for 30 years and I love my husband, but I would never recommend marriage. A classic example of why I say, do not take advice from women online. Here it is. She says she's in a loving marriage, she loves her husband, but she would not recommend it to anybody else. So what do you recommend? Dying alone? Best advice ever, and don't have children for a man. If you have one, make sure you can afford them alone or have a community. Ain't that the dumbest advice you probably heard in your lifetime? By now, everybody knows that single mother homes put the child at a great disadvantage. You're purposely not trying to give the child a father? What kind of mentality is this? I once again have to say it. Don't take advice from women online. Look at it. It's very destructive most of the time. I'd rather be your wife than a baby mama. Do not promote being a baby mother, baby mama. That's what I was thinking. Like, what is the advantages of being a single mother? You know, as a wife, you get way more respect and you have more rights through family court and family law. So why would you promote being a baby mother? It's senseless. On to the next.
That's what I call a chain reaction.
Manifest my own destiny. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, the perfect recipe. May they remember me, my words will live on. I'm guided by an energy, a flame, hold it close to you. Check out my melodies. It's the media that's been leading you, I'll show you a thing. Misdirection was the message, they don't want you to win.
As much as we all like to rip on men, this is time to take some accountability.